So within this scene, when you've got Ritchie, who's just come out and he's catching up with the guys, there's quite a few things going on that can be overlooked. So it's worth noticing that Ritchie's the first one there. To someone like Ritchie, he'd probably noticed that, maybe he got there early, but either way, being the first one there, he probably would have noticed that. And the fact that Chris is late, which we'll get to in a minute, but also it's a proximity, the fact that Paulie and Pussy are sat at a different table. So why is that? Why aren't they all sat together catching up on old times? Is Ritchie just off with them? Has there been a little problem? Has he had a little pop at them as well? So there's already a bit of distancing going on. Now, Tony and that say their hellos. But the bit that kind of matters now, coming up, is Chris. I never even noticed that. So here he comes in his Mercedes. And he parks where he shouldn't park, blocks the whole pavement. So straight away from his arrival, there's this sort of sense of entitlement, and he comes rocking over, posturing, very little things. I say it again, it's strange. I never noticed the Mercedes. I've seen this scene so many times, and it's only now that I'm actually studying it. I noticed he actually drives up. I always thought that he just walked down the road. Does anyone else think that? Have you seen this and just assumed that you walked down the road? Maybe I don't know, but I never clocked him driving up. So the problem is we see here is straight away when he's picked up on it.
Hey, I said 4 o'clock.
Oh, fuck, I leave before the stock market closes. You scream at me for not watching the phone, guys.
So straight away, he's late. So to someone like Ritchie, that's a sign of disrespect. It's inefficiency. He's old school. Things have to be done right. I know you can argue about Ritchie and how he does things right or wrong, but to Ritchie, especially someone who's younger as well, you're supposed to be, you're younger, show your respect. You're supposed to be the one to do everything better. You're supposed to be there early, groveling. You don't turn up, late. Plus, he's wearing this flash suit,
Meet Richie up for you.
looking like John Gotti. He's rocked up in a Mercedes. He's blocked the road. So it screams of entitlement. And then when he's late, he's basically being, belligerent. And Ritchie would see all this, which would add to his disdain for him. Because with Ritchie, it's all about respect and age and what you've earned, what you're entitled to. He's been to prison, he's done his time, And you can know with his situation with Beansy, he doesn't like people when he sees them sucking up to Tony, which is what he sees in this kid, just some young entitled kid who's basically just got what he has through his loyalty to Tony. And also notice how Ritchie, he's not dressed up. I mean, this is a very hard guy, legendary status, as you see with Chris, and he's in awe of him, like, oh, Jesus. And here he is just in a casual shirt. And then you've got, Christopher dressed up like Gotti. And it all adds to his disdain for him. And there's a little thing that I noticed as well, which is quite important, which I don't know if I'd like to assume it's deliberate. So where it says sausage, there's a long part, and when he's talking to him, and it just shows the word age. And while he's chatting to Chris,
Then it's none of my fucking business. Until then, keep your hands in your pockets. We understand each other. Now get out of here. I want to talk to Tony.
see? And I believe that's deliberate. It's the age, it's reminding you to him, he sees a kid, and he keeps referring to him as a kid. Also, when he says about him slapping Adriana around, if he'd have said, yeah, I'm really sorry, I just want you to know that was in no way meant as any disrespect to you. I wasn't myself. I was very drunk. Not that's an excuse, but I am trying to sort that out. It will never happen again. That's what he wants to hear, not who said I wrapped her around, you know? So his whole attitude, everything about the way he carries himself, it screams to Ritchie entitlement and unearned valor. He sees basically almost like a clown, like it would offend him very much, Christopher's whole demeanour. And what he's doing is reminding him of his status. So much just letting him know you've had it easy. You know, you've been relying on Tony, but I'm here now. And I'm letting you know what's what. Also, his position, he stood between the two of them. Obviously, he's talking to him, so it's naturally to stand there, but could it be that he's shifted towards Tony? It almost looks like he's taken, like he's gone up to his friend like a kid at school, like with his tougher friend, like he's almost posturing like he's leaning back, but it's like he's saying, oh, you know, help me, Tony. Ritchie sees this, it's to him it's weakness, there's all these little things that come into it. And I think, yeah, all of this stuff is deliberate. And it all adds to the intensity and meaning of the scene.